In less than 1 hour, the Federal Aviation Administration's order to cut flights in 40 major airports across the country, including Hartsfield-Jackson, will come to an end.
Yeah, the agency says starting at 6 a.m., commercial airlines can resume their normal flight schedules. And we're going to take a live look now from Hartsfield, where operations are returning to normal after more than a month of delays and cancellations due to the government shutdown.
And speaking of normal, look who's there. Good day's Caitlin Pratt is live at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport with an update for us. Good morning, Caitlin.
Hi, guys. Thanks for the laugh. Good morning to you both. Yes, I certainly have been here along with my colleagues at the airport many times over the past month, and I think that's going to be wrapping up here, especially because of this new move by the FAA. As you mentioned, at 6 o'clock this morning, they're just going to go ahead and get rid of those mandatory cutbacks, those mandatory slowdowns as far as flights are concerned. So here's what they said yesterday. To make this move. A joint statement issued last night from both Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and FAA Administrator Brian Bedford, reading in part, the safety team recommended the termination of this order following a detailed review of safety trends and the steady decline of staffing trigger events in air traffic control facilities. Now, those flight cuts, you may remember, started at 4% back on November 7th, were set to rise to 10% by November 14th. That's when Congress voted for a bill that President Trump then signed to reopen the government. Over the weekend, it was less than 3% as far as those delays and cancellations are concerned. So definitely headed in the right direction, and travelers are hoping things will be completely back to normal in time for the start of the busy holiday season.
I'm glad that it ended before Thanksgiving. I've got family coming into town. Looks like they'll be able to make it here.
And as I mentioned, the number of flights this weekend at its lowest point since the order took effect was well below the 3% cuts the FAA was requiring for the weekend. As for airline leaders, they're expressing optimism that things will, yes, return back to normal and be ready to go for all those air travelers. And by the way, this is supposed to be a record season for them. 31 million passengers expected during this holiday travel period. That's the latest here at Atlanta's airport. I'm Caitlin Pratt for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Caitlin, thank you for that.